I'm live apparently. It's Morse code with G4VOQ. So here we go. It should be about 12 words per minute. Might be a bit more, might be a bit less at times. I don't have a metronome, so I can't gauge it too well. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Cheers, just taking a slug. Very nice. All right, here we go. Another slug, sorry. Here we go. Wait. Oh, good evening, Jamie and Christopher. Hello there. Bonsoir, Monsieur Christopher. He's contacting extraterrestrials. I might just as well be, because I don't know if anyone here can understand it. So, yeah, maybe they can. That'd be quite interesting. If they got back to me, I'll let you know, seriously. So, oh dear. Yeah. Well, it's good to see that there's a few people watching. And what are you doing, says Jamie Jones. Sending Morse code. Simple as that. Probably 12 to 15 words a minute. Just keeping my hand in, really. And are you a Liverpool fan? Nah. No, I'm not really. Well, not really. I'm not really any football fan, but I would say the one I like. Hang on, let's take these things off. The team I like to, I suppose, support a little bit would be Chelsea. But as soon as you bring football into a conversation, it just descends into chaos. And I want to describe myself as a Chelsea fan, just to like to see how they're doing. You know, if I see that they're playing Liverpool, which they did, and they lost, didn't they? Wasn't it a cup or something? Carabao Cup or something? I don't know. Money grabbers, dart fan. Oh yeah, definitely a darts fan. Yeah, it's on right now. The one at Minehead, Butlins at Minehead. I'm not there. I'm not going to be there either. I go to the one at Alexandra Palace in London, North London, and it's the World Championship. It's on every year, around about getting towards the end of December. And it's really good. I mean, if you haven't been to a darts game, I do recommend you go. You will enjoy it. You probably won't be looking at the darts, just at all the crazy people that are around. And talking about football, they won't allow people to wear football colours at the darts tournaments because it causes too much aggro. I know where Christopher's from, but I don't know where everybody else is from. I think it's just a problem in England with the football. If you were to walk into a darts tournament with a Liverpool shirt on, oh my God, it would just be chaotic for some unknown reason. In contrast to the Super Bowl, when I was in New York, I think it was 4 years ago now, it was when that Super Bowl was on. Don't ask me who was playing, no idea. And I noticed that there were a lot of people who were supporting one team and a lot of people supporting the other team were in the same bar, and there was no problem whatsoever. It was just normal stuff. But in England, it can just get a bit silly, especially when you mix alcohol with it. What's this? Do you play EAFC 25? I'm not sure what that is. Possibly a football game on the internet. Liverpool better than Chelsea? Well, yeah, they are. Yeah, yeah, they are. I won't deny it. I mean, never mind. I mean, I think they beat Leeds, didn't they, in an FA Cup game the other day. We have issues occasionally, but teams are usually friendly with each other here. Oh, that's good. That's good. I've never seen it. I just thought it was a pure English disease, which in the 70s and 80s really got to a height of just extreme idiocy. They're just beating the crap out of each other, wrecking stadiums and, doing all sorts of crazy things all over a football shirt, really. I personally couldn't care less what you support. Messi or Ronaldo? Well, I like that Messi bloke, yeah. Yeah, I think Messi probably he's pretty cool, isn't he? But my favourite was, and I'd be hated for saying this, I know, because of the hand of God, but I've got to say my favourite really was, what's his name, Maradona. I thought he was just fantastic, the way he did his warm-ups as well. When they're not even playing the game, watching him was absolutely brilliant. But of course, that's a non-British person. But as for British players, well, you've got George Best, although he played for Ireland. Yeah, I mean, there's been quite a few us in there, but most of them have been foreign anyway. The people that they paid for, the decent players. So yeah, Maradona is probably the top one. I don't know what happened to him in the end because he just went all fat, and I think he was snorting cocaine and stuff like that. Do you think that City should go to Leg 2, or League 2, is that? I don't know, mate. No idea on that one. Don't ask me too much about football because, it was when I was a kid, I was a big fan of Chelsea. We had players like Peter Bonetti, Ron Chopper Harris, Peter Osgood. I mean, they were my heroes, big time. But, a few of them were. There was Charlie George for Arsenal. He was quite a watchable guy. And George Best, obviously, Man United. Yeah, so there's been some... you like rugby? No, not really. No, I can't say I'm much of a rugby fan, although it's far more manly than football. But I played it at school, but I didn't particularly like it. And as for that American football, I just don't understand it. I mean, a game where you actually wear shoulder pads and crash helmets, it was crazy. We shouldn't have any of that. What's going on? Do you play darts? I do indeed, but I very rarely get a 180. I'm not particularly good at it, but I enjoy it, and I enjoy the atmosphere and the fact that you can buy a dartboard for about 30 or 40 quid, set it up indoors, set of arrows and a bit of chalk, the whole lot, 50 quid, and you've got yourself a game, instantly, and it's good. And what's this? I don't understand American football. No, I don't understand it. Really don't. Apart from that team's got to get that ball over there, and that team there has got to get the ball over there. That's it. I saw a documentary on the history of darts. Apparently it goes back thousands of years. Yeah, allegedly it does. You're quite right. I think it's something to do with kings were playing it or something. I'm not quite sure. But it took off in England, really, when they televised it. And what happened was this player came along called Eric Bristow. Now, he made darts what it is now, really, because he was known as, his nickname was the Crafty Cockney. Mo Charlotte is the best. Yeah, he's pretty good, isn't he? Yeah. What was it? Where was I? Oh, yeah. Talking about Eric Bristow, that's it. And he was a crafty Cockney, and he was very, very, very good. But he was also a hell of a show off as well, and he used to get the crowd going and, brag about it, and it was brilliant. And that's what, when I first saw him, I thought, wow, this guy's amazing. This is so watchable. This looks very entertaining. And make a sound. What do you mean? That's K in Morse. Yeah, so that's what got me hooked on darts. And then along came Bobby George as well at the same time, who was every woman's favourite and a good player, lots of personality. And then you Jockey Wilson. And they used to drink loads and loads of beer while they were playing and smoke loads, but that's something they can't do now. I say, yeah. And this is my favourite in Morse. That's my favourite word in Morse code. If anybody knows what it is, you win first prize. Don't know what the prize is though. Yeah, so I got into darts and I started going to the tournaments, thinking, wow, this is good fun. It's a good evening out. It's usually when it's all wet and windy and cold, so you're in the nice and warm, unlike football. And the tournaments I go to, you're guaranteed a winner. Somebody's going to win. That's it. And yeah, you can have a bite to eat and drink if you drink. I personally don't drink. Tell me the prize. I don't know. A free pies? Oh, you mean prize? Yeah. I don't know, mate. A 10-minute lesson in Morse code. How about that? If you really, really want to. Well, I mean, I'm on a few nights a week, so anybody can. I'm sure there's people who do listen to it, because there's people still taking tests in Morse code for a particular license. I'm not sure. It was all a very long time ago for me when I did it. So yeah, anyway, yeah, and then what happened was the TV channels dropped the darts. They didn't want to know anymore. That was it. Killed it. So without TV, they weren't earning any money. So they had a word with the boxing promoter called, I can't think of his name. His son's called Eddie. I'm trying to think of his name now. But anyway, they approached him and said, basically, can you get us on TV? Can you promote us? And obviously for a fee, he did. Michael Van Gerwen. Oh, Van Gerwen, definitely. Yeah, I know. I know one's Dutch and one's British, but Van Gerwen, he's great. He's absolutely fantastic. But of course, we've now got Luke Littler, haven't we, coming onto the scene, who very nearly won the World Championship against Luke Humphries. I mean, he's only 16, for heaven's sakes, and he got into the final. And the prize money is really good. £500,000 if you win it, plus all the spin-offs. Wear this, drive that, and blah, 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 and we'll pay you X amount. So, yeah, Van Gerwen. I like the walk-on song as well, the "Ooh, Michael Van Gerwen," and the whole crowd is singing it. That's what makes the dance. It's the atmosphere, and you don't really get any violence. You do get some idiots, some people who get way too drunk, and but they're very, very quickly evicted. There's a lot of security, and they're watching all the time. And any nonsense or those signs that they hold up saying hello mum or whatever, if there's anything rude written on it, then you get ejected or evicted for that. So it's well policed. It's good fun. There is only one Luke Littler. Yeah, well, there is. I mean, I think he's 17 now, isn't he? I mean, how do these guys get the confidence, for one thing, to stand up on the stage in front of all those people, like chanting things some of the time against you, and to throw as well as they do? I mean, yeah, credit to them. I mean, I think Luke Humphries was only 28. He actually beat Luke Littler in the final. Would have been good to see Luke Littler win it, but not this time round. Maybe next time. Who knows? But Ali Pali is the one. You the best. Best what? Best at nothing, really. So, best at Morse code, eh? How about that? Although there's some people on here that I've seen can do 30 to 40 words a minute, which is so fast, I can't even tell one letter. Not one. So, yeah, anyway, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Because, the weather's crap outside and has been for quite a few days now. So there's not much else to do, quite frankly. I won't be doing this in the summer. So there you go. Yeah, the dart. So I reckon, how many subscribers do you have? Not that many. 423, I believe it is. Yeah, 423. Yeah, which is nice. But I've had a YouTube channel for years, probably, I don't know, 10, 12 years, something like that, maybe more. So I don't really, I'm not out to get subscribers particularly. I don't, it's good if I do, but I just put things on because, I don't know, because people might like to see them. Gear stick. I don't understand that one. Don't understand you there, mate. So come to the darts, come to Ali Pali, book your tickets. It's only about 30 quid if you get the peasants tickets, which I always do. It's a bit more if you want, 17 years. Excuse me, I've got a cough. Excuse me. 17 years what? What, I've been on it 17 years, have I? Heaven's sakes, where's the time going? Yeah, so I don't get massive hits, not like some people who get millions of hits. Or Daniel Lord hiding in my room, he gets a lot of subscribers. He makes money out of it. I don't. Are you an OG? I don't know what an OG is. What are you, an OG? No, I don't understand. An old git. Yes, I am, yeah. What, 1 + 1? No, you're really confusing me now. So where was I? Yeah, so if you want the posh tickets at the darts, probably, I think they're about 60, 70 quid. If you want the VIP tickets, where you get to meet the players and you get fed and all the rest of it, oh, they got to about 900 quid. It's silly money, absolutely silly money. So, you know, a person like me will not be paying 900 quid to go to a darts match. So there you go. I couldn't go this year because I was ill. I was off sick for 3 months. So that was that out, and I couldn't even watch it on the telly. Oi, message. No, you're losing me on that one. Right, so yeah, 423 subscribers, and I think the best. Actually, the highest amount of hits I've got is a darts player scoring a 180, and that's it. Simple as that. It lasts about 7 seconds or something, I don't know, and that it's got 141,000 hits, which is, yeah, that's my personal best, followed by a landing in Gibraltar, and that's got about 131,000. So oi, message, ha ha. Or ha, I don't know. Yeah, so that's it really. The darts they're quite popular actually, the darts ones, probably about the most popular. Your phone ringing. My phone's not ringing. Don't have a phone. Well, I do, yeah, of course, I'm on it now. Certainly don't have a landline. So, yeah, whereabouts are you anyway, Jamie Jones? Are you in England? Are you in America? Or where are you? Me personally, I'm in the south of England and have been all my life. Yep. Brilliant place. Great fun. Always had work. And yeah, it's usually, I mean, there's nice cycling routes around where I live. England, yay, yes, I like. Yep. England. Yeah, so that's it. I go to darts. That's one of my hobbies. I've got the amateur radio. That's another one. Cycling. I do like to go cycling, but that's a summer hobby, really. And I've cheated now in my older age. I've got an electric bike. So it makes life a bit easier. Because I live close to a very, very steep hill. Do a dance, not a chance of a dance. Sorry. Ain't going to happen. I think the arthritis would hurt too much if I tried to dance. Do a dance. What a crazy thing to ask. Oh, God, I could barely stand up these days, let alone dance. I suppose I'll have to in this wedding that I'm going to soon, which is one of the big YouTubers' sister's wedding. I think probably Christopher knows who that is, if he's still on here. Yeah, so that's coming up in June. So no doubt I'll probably have to do a little dance then. It won't be solo. Very unlikely. And that's it. And my other hobbies, please do a dance. No chance. Oh, no. Will not be happening. No, absolutely not. Yeah, and the other hobby, my other main hobby, well, that's apparent if you look at my YouTube channel. That's a very expensive hobby. So that's why, oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. Oh, he will make it. Yeah, Sabrina. Yeah, I saw her yesterday, actually. Yeah, we went up there to where she lives to collect some bits. Hope Daniel makes it. Yeah, he will. I think he's given his mum a date to when he's coming over. So he should do, shouldn't he? Really, crikey. Top bins. He lost me again. He's speaking a different language. There must be a code of. Did you work at Bletchley Park by any chance? Because that's where all the code breakers were. Bletchley something, not Park, Bletchley house, is it? I don't know, something like that. Bletchley, anyway. So yeah, that will be the preparations are starting for her wedding already, and I should be doing my bit, mainly just helping out round the garden and stuff like that. So yeah, long time since I've been to a wedding, and all the weddings I've been to, everybody's now single. They just got divorced, including myself. So I'm not going to do that like again. Oh, Charlotte running down the wing. All right. Yeah, he's good. But like I say, I mean, I don't even subscribe to the football. If you want to watch football, a lot of football, you have to subscribe to Sky or something, don't you? I refuse to pay for that. Usually somebody's put it on YouTube anyway. Same with the darts. You have to subscribe to that. Sky Sports, or you can get these sort of little packages where you pay 30 quid or something and you get all the Sky Sports, or most of the Sky Sports, for a month, which includes all the darts at Alexandra Palace. So that's who's doing that. Somebody's trying to contact me. Did you hear that? How did you know about Sabrina's wedding? Oh, I suspect Daniel said about it, hasn't he? Yep, big day for her and her fiance. Everything is turning to subscriptions nowadays. Yeah, it is, isn't it? But I mean, I pay enough for my telly anyway with the license and what have you. So why do I want to pay any more? And if I had subscribed to the Chelsea-Liverpool game the other day, if I'd paid money to see it, I'd have been pretty disappointed, wouldn't I? So, sing Cotton Eye. Don't even know it, and I can't sing. I've got many talents, but singing and dancing, it's not one of them. Sorry, I've tried it once, and I recorded myself, and I played it back, and I'm thinking, crikey, that's ridiculous. I have a little go on my guitar. Occasionally, I strum a few chords. But that's about it. And I think I try and do a solo as well, using a pentatonic scale, and then just bang out a few power chords, 12-bar blue, stuff like that. Easy stuff, basically easy stuff. Schoolboy guitaring, really. And I enjoy it. So, I'm a spare room rock star. What are you good at? Well, Morse code. Have a look on my YouTube channel. You'll see my main hobby. That will become apparent, my main hobby. I don't want to say it now because it just sounds a bit show-offy. So I'd say I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty good at my job. Yeah, nothing that really shines out, same as pretty much everybody else, really. I'm not a Premier League footballer. I'm not, but at the moment, I'm just part-time HGV driving prior to retirement, just 2 days a week. And then I have spent all my life working and saving and putting into pensions. So I intend to, enjoy them, really, because we don't know how much longer we've got. So that will come up round about September time. I'm not fussed if it's not exactly September. But I probably still might actually do it here and there because I enjoy it and it gives me a routine. So, but I've done many things for a living, all sorts of crazy things. It's fine. I'm not very good at anything either. Still enjoying my life. Yeah, well, that's good. And that's what it's all about, really, because, not all of us are rock stars or, like I say, Premier League footballers or anything like that. We're just average people doing average jobs, earning average money, living an average life. But, you've got to enjoy it. But there's a balance, isn't there? Anybody can sort of get away from work and enjoy the leisure life. But how do you finance that unless you are one of these sort of Premier League benefit claimers? And there are some good ones out there. People who have really got stuck into that and done well out of it, which always infuriates me. Me and you have a laugh and joke. Yeah, I joke. Well, what do you call a man with no nose and no body? And the answer is nobody knows. Well, that's the level of my jokes, apart from the really disgusting ones, which I won't say on here. And I'm not, they're all sort of fairly clean, the ones I'll say on here, but there are some naughty ones that I know. A lot of them you can't say nowadays because you're going to upset somebody, which is a shame. I used to go to the stand-up comedians years ago. There was comedians like Jimmy Jones, and he was very, very blue. And, he just ripped the mickey out of anyone. And that's what you went there for. You paid your money and you went there really to have a good time and listen to him taking the mickey out of people. And one of those people might well have been you. So, but nowadays I'm not sure how they get on, these stand-up comics, because like I say, you can't really say that about them and this about those, and because you're going to start offending people. Hang on, you're right. What do you call a footballer with no leg? No, I don't know. I don't know that one. Come on, tell me. Give me the answer, please, Jamie. What do you call a footballer with no leg? Hoppy or something? Yeah. So there was Bernard Manning as well. And he was blue, and I mean his jokes were, they were racist then. Obviously they're racist now, but I don't think people got overly offended by it, really. I mean, if you didn't like his shows, you just didn't go to them. And times are different then. This is going back to the 70s. Stub baller, yeah. Yeah, come on then. What do you call a footballer with no leg? Come on, hurry up, because I'm going to Google it. I'm going to cheat. Right, so where was I then? Yeah, the stand-up comics. Jimmy Jones. Yeah, he was my favourite. I saw him a couple of times. Very funny. It used to be this place called the Circus Tavern, which is in Purfleet, which is in Essex. Pretty rough area, quite frankly. Pretty rough venue. But for your 25 quid in those days, you got a meal and entertainment, and Jimmy Jones was the headline act, and it was all good fun. He's retired now, very much so. I'd like to know, I haven't actually seen any comedian, because I go past it at the Circus Tavern occasionally. I don't really see any comedians advertised, but maybe I've gone past at different times. So yeah, what's this? To my joke answer to my joke is legless. Yeah. Right. Okay. That's a good joke, that. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, I think we've come a long way since the stand-up comics. Bloody hell. Oh dear. Right. So do I know any jokes I could say over here? Probably not. I know a good one about a lettuce, but that's probably, I'm pushing my luck a bit on that one. So I won't say that one. No, I think some up tomorrow, what I can say on live. I was going to say television then, live YouTube. Cracky, have I really been on air, or online, sorry, for 40 minutes? And there's still 3 people watching. Oh dear. I got you happy. I got you happy. All right. All right, okay. Oh yeah, and that was another thing. They used to do the darts as well at Circus Tavern. So, and it's very. I used to live in Dartford, which is the other side of the River Thames from Purfleet. So, from my house to the Circus Tavern was, oh, I mean, probably about 8 miles. It wasn't far at all. Probably less than that. So it didn't. Well, usually didn't take long to get there. But I haven't been there for a long time now. Ali Pally's my one. And what have we got here? I'm on the lunch break. Just walked the dog. And nothing else to do. Oh, so that's why you're listening to me. Yeah, I guess so. Relieves a bit of boredom, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't think I'll ever have the followers that Daniel gets. So I'm obviously not as interesting as him. I don't quite know what he talks about. Sometimes he does his live feeds that go on for about 10 hours or something. May as well listen to the stream. Yeah, why not? Yeah, you're always welcome. Tell another joke. I don't, like I say, I don't know any, Jamie, that I can possibly put over this mode. You know, I can't. Just can't do it. They're all. I'd probably get arrested for some of them. So you've got to be careful. I mean, Daniel said a few things on YouTube that got him into a bit of bother a couple of times, I think. So one must be careful about what one says about people. One does not want to offend. So yeah, that's the way that is there. Right. So what? Anybody know the time? I can't tell the time on this. It doesn't come up because I've got to go to work tomorrow. Got to do one day out of 6, 7, 8, 9, out of 10. That's not bad, is it? One day's work out of 10. Although I've been working very hard in my garden. 8:30 for you, is it? Oh, right. Oh, brilliant. Thank you for that. What is it for you then? It must be something like, hang on, take off 6 hours. Can't work it out. 2:30 or something, 1:30. Yeah, lunchtime. So probably 1:30, is it? Yeah, guess it must be. 8 hours difference, is it? Oh, wow. So which are you then? The west, I think you told me, the west side or the east side? Because it's a pretty big country, that one is. I'm on, I was going to say Pacific time. Pacific time. Oh, well, one is on UTC over here. Yep, California. Oh, that's right. Of course it was. Yeah. I looked it up, didn't I? And Silicon Valley, isn't it? Yeah, of course. How could I forget that? Put it down to age. Yeah, I tell you what, I've actually been off sick for a while, as I said. And so I found myself just sitting down watching telly, and up came this American program called, what's it called? Battle Bots. That's it, Battle Bots. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Christopher. But it's about these robots that fight each other in an arena and they smash each other up. West Midlands I come from. Oh, right, okay. So I thought I could tell the accent. Yeah, and they smash each other up, and it's a copy of basically a British. Yep, I've seen it. Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I just love it. You know, the whole thing about it, the presenters are good. That Rose bloke and Kenny Florian, who's I think he's an ex-martial arts fighter or something. But basically, it's a copy of what we had over here. My previous company was actually sponsoring. Oh, well done. Good. Because I've always wondered where these guys get their money from. Because these robots must cost massive amounts of money, you know, tens of thousands at least. And, you know, it's all dependent on TV. So if the TV companies pull the plug on it, what are they going to do? You know. But I'm pleased to hear, which bot was it? Have you any idea? I mean, my favourite one is Witch Doctor. For some reason, I don't know why. Yeah. So, and as I was saying, it's a copy of the British robot wars that we had, which was, oh crikey, 20 odd years ago, something like that. And I watched a repeat of it last night on the TV. Uh, Switchback, or was it Switchblade? Switchback. I'll look it up anyway. Yeah, there are some really good ones. There's some really good fights where they just get absolutely smashed to pieces. But like I was saying, I watched a repeat of Robot Wars last night, and it was so tame by comparison to the American one. The American one is incredibly violent. You know, these robots get smashed up so badly. The bits fly off everywhere, and they have to all be the whole arena's in this bulletproof glass cage thing. Otherwise, if you get a bit of shrapnel flying off, I mean, it would just go through your head, it'd kill you instantly. Daniel's nemesis, Chris Broad, was on Robot Wars with his dad. I am a mixed martial arts. Well, I won't upset you then. Chris Broad is another Japan YouTuber. Is he? Oh, right. I don't. I only. I mean, I've watched Daniel's one, but I can't really get into it particularly. But good on him. I mean, it's a way of earning a little. Beats working for a living, doesn't it? I reckon. But I've got a long way to go yet before if I ever earn any money out of it. You better not, or better knee, yeah. Oh, you better knee. Well, I wouldn't be rude to anybody, mate. Not to their face, anyway. Yeah. So yeah, there's some YouTubers who get just so many hits. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Daniel's been doing it a long time, so I'm quite impressed with anybody who can earn money out of it. Chris is extremely successful, must be making a lot of money. Yeah, I'll look him up. Chris Broad. Yeah, okay. I'll have a look. But most of the ones I look at are just flying videos, flying tutorials, darts, Morse code, stuff like that. So yeah, it's. I never thought you could earn money out of it, and all of a sudden they started. They wrote to me once in the early years because I was getting a lot of hits on that Gibraltar heavy landing video I put on, and they said, "Oh, do you want to monetize this?" This was before the new criteria, because now you've got to have 1,000 subscribers, I think, and so many hours viewing per month, something like that. And so I said, yeah, all right then, okay. And I got about 64 quid or something out of it. It wasn't a fortune. But then they changed it all. And yeah, like I say, you got to have 1,000 subscribers. So, I mean, I never did it for the money. I just did it, I don't know, because I put stuff out there that might interest people. If it doesn't interest them, go on to somebody else, switch off. I went, don't put anything offensive on. So, it was all a bit of fun. How much do you get paid for your job? Well, that's not something I'm really prepared to divulge in. I mean, I don't earn what a Premier League footballer earns. But, with HGV driving, you can earn really good money. I mean, some people I work with, £60,000 a year, but, they're doing quite a few hours for that. And I'm way too old to bang in all those overtime hours. I've been there and done all that. So, generally speaking, yeah, if you've got an HGV license, the good thing about it is that ticket is valid worldwide. You'll always get an employment. You will never ever be without a job if you've got that ticket. It's well worth having, really. And I mean, you might not get the job you want, or the hours you want, or the shifts you want, but you'll always get work. And like I say, some people really bang it in and do earn, some good money. But don't forget, in England, if you go over, is it £50,000 per annum, you get taxed at a higher rate. it goes up to 40%, doesn't it, after 50,000? So one wonders, is it really? It's okay if you're just, you know, doing a kind of average week, average hours, which I call 40 hours a week. It's all right if you're earning 60 grand then. But if you've got to do a whole load of overtime to get up to 60,000, then is it worth it? Because 40% of your overtime really is going to be taxed. So, you know, it's for the younger people, isn't it, really, I suppose? Not for me. I'm just part-time now, just doing it to keep my hand in and get out and about, see people, have a laugh. I won't say the company I work for, but it's quite big. In fact, it's very big. And in actual fact, Christopher, it used to be an American company. And not so long ago, they sold out to a couple of Indian brothers. It was actually not directly Walmart, but part of the Walmart family. But they've left us now. They took the money and ran. So that was good, because we had some people who, because the license was valid in America and we were working for Walmart, they transferred and worked over in America for a while, which was quite a good advantage. And we used to be able to get our discount at Walmart as well. If you went to America, could produce the card and get 10% off, but I don't think that's valid now. So it's a big company anyway that I work for. And, you know, in retail, again, you won't be able to work, we won't be out of work. People have always got to eat. And it doesn't go out, food does not go out of fashion. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off now, because I don't want to bore you all to sleep. But it's nice of you guys to join me, albeit there's only two of you. So it's well appreciated. I've got some fans. I've got some followers. Daniel Lord. Be scared. Be afraid. Be very afraid, mate. You've got competition. Okay then. Well, nice to chat with you. And I wish you, you get in the trucking industry at a good time. Well, really, it's always been a good time, really, because, again, that doesn't go out of fashion, because everything you've got, everything you live in, pretty much everything you've got in your house has always been delivered by a lorry. Without them, you're knackered. Because if we delivered everything by transit vans, it would take an awful lot longer and cost a fortune. Robo trucks are coming in the next 10 years, maybe in America and Canada, where you got great expanse of open roads, but I'm not so sure in England. Bosch is designing them as we speak. Yeah, they will exist, but they're not going to work terribly well around our ring road in London called the M25, and going into London as well. It's just not going to work well at all. It's going to be chaotic. So it's a bit like these drone deliveries. That's not going to work. Not around where I live. I mean, it might be okay to take drugs, fly drugs over from the mainland to some Scottish island somewhere, but not an Amazon delivery in the south of England, where the drones will have to go through controlled airspace, and controlled airspace are never going to tolerate these little drones buzzing around everywhere, delivering you bloody, I don't know, set of trainers or whatever. And in any case, the payload on a drone is not going to be very much, is it? So it can't deliver anything heavy. It can't deliver to a block of flats. It doesn't know where controlled airspace is. It doesn't know where power lines are. So it just is unworkable round here. Absolutely unworkable. But they'll make it sound like that's the future, and all you'll do is tap into your Amazon account and this drone will appear in your back garden. It won't. Not, at least not where I live anyway. Absolutely not possible at all. So, but that, you know, the drone, we've had incidences with drones, people flying them over prisons and flying them in controlled airspace. So they had to bring in some legislation to stop all that. There's a prison very close to me, and there's I cycle past it quite often, and there's clear signs about using drones. You're going to be nicked, basically. You'll end up in the prison if you do that. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you all. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful Friday evening or Friday afternoon, as in the case of the Silicon Valley gentleman. So have a lovely weekend. I'm sure you will. And I'll be back probably, I don't know really, let me think, probably Sunday, I reckon. Might do a bit tomorrow, but there's not many people who watch anyway, so, you know, it's obviously not that popular. I can't think of anything else to do on it, really, apart from pre-recorded videos. Like going through the Blackwall Tunnel, I think you saw that one, didn't you, Christopher? That's very close to us. Yeah, I'd like to see a robo truck navigate. I mean, you can't even go through that tunnel from south to north in a truck because it's too small. You can go north to south through the other tunnel, but you can't do south to north. Obviously, you can in a car. That was Daniel's mum, by the way, in the car. She was driving. Yeah, so that's it, folks. True, likewise, have fun. Yeah, I will have fun tomorrow. I'm sure I will. And I wish you all well. And I'd like to hook up with you again soon, I hope. So all the best to you. And take care. See you then. Bye.